Well, today, Veterans Affairs Secretary Shulkin provided a candid assessment of the challenges facing the VA. In a briefing, Shulkin admits the agency is still in critical condition and that, well, money isn't going to solve its issues. Roll tape.
I have said that the problems in VA are not largely going to be solved through additional money. These are going to be solved through management practices, focus, and some legislative changes. But our issues are not because we're lacking the financial resources to be able to accomplish our mission.
Joining me now, Dan Caldwell and Jessie Jane Duff. Jessie Jane, let me start with you. One of the things that we heard today is that you just simply cannot fire people. You simply can't have accountability. The bureaucracy is so marbled in and so set there, it's hard to force real authentic change.
Yes. First of all, I want to commend Secretary Shulkin for taking the bull by the horns and issuing a 17-page report that listed line by line all of the inadequacies within the Veterans Administration at this point. We commend that. Dan Caldwell and I had worked together at Concerned Veterans for America for many years fighting this problem. So this is the beginning of hopefully honest change. But yes, firing employees has been one of the most critical problems that we have faced. Fortunately, he's got the president behind him who had signed an executive order at the end of April that would allow the poor-performing employees to be reviewed. Meanwhile, though, we've got 1,500 VA employees that are on the payroll who probably should be fired by now.
Dan, it's a step in the right direction to review them, but we know there's going to be a legal quagmire, and it's going to be very difficult. In the meantime, what do you make of it? This is right on the heels, of course, of celebrating Memorial Day, that we come back to the sobering reality of just how poorly we're treating our vets.
Well, first of all, I have to agree with Jessie that it's absolutely refreshing to hear a VA secretary acknowledge and own the problems within his department. The good news is, though, is that next week the Senate will vote on a bill, the VA Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act, that will make it easier to fire bad VA employees. And this bill has been written in a way so that it hopefully won't face the same court challenges that previous bills did. Now, that's not to say that some of these Washington special interests, like the American Federation for Government Employees, won't fight it, but the good news is that the VA came together with Congress and they're going to pass a good piece of legislation and hopefully actually get it to President Trump's desk before the 4th of July holiday.
Jessie Jane, there's a proposal within the Trump budget to actually increase funding for the VA. So while Shulkin said money's not the issue, obviously that helps. But how critical is it that we really find a solution sooner rather than later?
Well, I have a problem with more money because right now we have allowed veterans to get care outside of the VA, and yet there's a $50 billion medical tab that they're not paying for over 6 months, which means veterans are not even getting their medical care paid for. I think that it's not a money problem. This is a management problem. You're making a promise to these veterans, and you're not even taking care of the bill for their care outside of the Veterans Administration. So I trust that the Secretary Shulkin is going to take a very close review at where they're expecting these increases. We do have facilities that are understaffed, but every time we've poured money into this, we have not solved the problem.
Well, you know what? I think we do have a team, though, from the administration to Shulkin who are committed to this. Yes. Dan, Jessie Jane, thank you both very, very much. And thank you at home for watching. Lou Dobbs is next, so keep it right.